I just reached Gapyeong. I came from Sokcho, which is a 2.5 hours journey down via bus. I'm going to be in Gapyeong for 3 days, 2 nights, and I'm very excited to explore this little city. It's close to 1 PM now. I'm going to grab lunch near my guest house, and afterwards, I will be heading to Petite France and the Garden of Morning Calm. Let's go!
It's all the same, as some things never change. I couldn't stop and say no. It's all the same, but you won't take the blame, even when you are blowing up. Oh my, you're my broken love. Nobody's gonna save enough. Oh my, you're my broken love. So come on, let me show you how.
Hey friends, I'm down in Nami Island, Petite France and Italian village. I spent a total of 4 hours so far, and right now I will be heading to Jara Island. And time is running out pretty fast because most of the attractions close at about 5-ish, 6-ish. I initially wanted to go to the Garden of Morning Calm, but a few of the locals here advised me to go to Jara Island instead because there's a festival ongoing and apparently there are some pink grass in this particular season, which is autumn. So I have changed my mind and I will go to Jara Island instead. Some quick thoughts about these places that I have visited past far. Nami Island felt a bit underwhelming, to be frank. I think there were a couple of factors. Firstly, it was crowded as heck. There were so many tour groups and Nami Island isn't very big to begin with, so you can see people like just everywhere, and for myself personally, I don't like crowd, so that is really a huge no. Secondly, even though it's autumn now, the leaves and trees are not fully bloomed yet. I do think Nami Island will be more beautiful if it reaches its peak autumn foliage. Lastly, I think my disappointment also stems from the fact that I back out from the zip line. I've been telling my friends and family that I will take the zip line in Nami Island, but when I actually saw the zip line in person, oh my god, it is so freaking high! I was kind of using my skirt as an excuse to back out from Nami Island, but I mean, I'm wearing safety pants, right? So I guess if I really wanted, I could have taken the zip line. As for Petite France and Italian village, I got quite bored after a while because they just look pretty and there honestly isn't anything else for you to do there. The bus driver mentioned that Jara Island is bigger than Nami Island. There are 4 parts to Jara Island, mostly gardens and flowers, and there is also a festival that is ongoing. It's a bit late already, it's actually 5 PM now. I hope I don't miss out too much, and I mean, to be frank, I haven't researched much about Jara Island, so I'm just gonna go there and see how it goes. Alright, the walk to Jara Island from the bus stop is much longer than expected. I am still walking. Thankfully, the weather now is pretty cooling because it's autumn, it's 15 degrees, so all is great. I will continue pressing on. Hey guys, I've just checked out of my guest house in Gapyeong. Overall, it is a great 3 days, 2 nights spent here. I do think that if you are running short of time, you can just allocate 2 days, 1 night. I think it's more than enough for you to visit all the main attractions here. Hey friends, just jumping in here. I thought to add one more video clip to talk about my experience taking the Gapyeong city tour bus. I've actually recently put a TikTok video about my experience in Gapyeong and I had a lot of people asking me about it, and funnily enough, there is not much information online. Essentially, there are 3 ways to get around Nami Island and its nearby attraction. Firstly, you rent a scooter or a car. Secondly, you join a tour. The one I recommend is by Klook. Or thirdly, you take the Gapyeong city tour bus. This city tour bus covers the main attractions in Gapyeong, which includes Nami Island, Jara Island, Petite France and Italian Village, the Garden of Morning Calm, as well as the Gapyeong rail bike. If you want to visit other places in Gapyeong like the Gangchong rail bike, that you have to take another bus over. I would say that out of all the 3 options that I've listed, the Gapyeong City Tour bus is the most affordable one. Moving on to the specific detail of the bus, here are 5 things for you to note. Firstly, bus ticket fare is 8,000 won per adult. You can use your T-money card to pay for your fare and you'll get a paper receipt. This paper receipt is only valid for a day's use and you can use it to reboard the bus to visit other attractions. This means to say that, for instance, if you want to visit Nami Island, Jara Island and Petite France, on that particular day, you pay with your T-money card, get the receipt, and you just need to flash that receipt when you reboard the bus again. Secondly, sometimes there's an additional staff on board, and I would say that he acts like a tour guide because when we were traveling from places to places, he would share some interesting history and fun facts about these places of attractions. I also saw him going down to the bus to look for people to make sure that they can find the bus. Thirdly, to visit these places, you need to have tickets and you can buy them online via Klook. I'll include the links in my description below, or you can just purchase them on site. And here's the good thing about the city tour bus, because they actually do give out discount coupons. So remember to ask it from the bus uncle before you go to the places and buy your tickets. Fourthly, you can check out their bus schedules and timing on their website or at the bus stop itself. But do note that it is not 100% accurate due to traffic conditions. There was once I actually waited for my bus for 30 minutes and I actually thought I missed my last bus, but it eventually came. So just take note of it, yeah? Try to be earlier just in case. Last but not least, and it is also the most important point, do note that the buses do not stop at every attraction that they list in their schedule. This means to say that, for instance, if the bus route shows that after Nami Island, they go to Jara Island, don't rely on it. The reason why I say this is because I had a handful of encounters where I wanted to go to this particular place, and when I boarded the bus, the uncle told me to wait for the next bus. I'm sure there is some logical reason why the bus drivers are being selective with the stops that they are going for, but I cannot find any information online and I've never heard any locals talking about it as well. My best advice would be to board the bus, ask the uncle where he is going first before you take a seat. Because if the bus uncle is not going there, he will tell you straight up and you just have to wait for the next bus that goes there. Either way, I definitely highly recommend you to take the Gapyeong City Tour bus because personally for myself, I found it to be an affordable and convenient way to get about. It is also nice to go free and easy to visit these places of attractions as opposed to a tour. I will only recommend you to go on the tour if you intend to visit Alpaca World as well. This is because I have travelled via public transport to Alpaca World from Seoul and I can tell you straight out that it is so freaking troublesome, time consuming, and oh my god! There are Klook tours that offer transport to Alpaca World, Nami Island, the Garden of Morning Calm, etc. You can mix and match. I will include the links again in my description below. But essentially, please trust me on this, okay? If you want to go to Alpaca World via public transport from Seoul, please don't do it. You are going to regret it like me. But otherwise, my suggestion would be to take the Gapyeong City Tour bus to explore Nami Island and its nearby attractions. Okay, I'm going to cut back to my video now. I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier in my video, but I'm on a 1-month solo trip in South Korea, so I'll be exploring various places here and I'll be vlogging as well. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye bye!